Hey, girl. Hey. Girl, let me tell you what happened last night.
Okay.
I was at a bar.
Mm-hmm.
Not
Last night you went to a bar
Yeah, not a gay bar.
on a Saturday?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I go to the little bar that's near us. Shout out to Sidebar and Carrie.
Shout out
Uh,
sidebar.
but it's a great little bar. Like it's a little it's not a dive bar. It's a cocktail bar. Cocktail bar.
Mm-hmm.
Girl, there was a man like flirting with one of the waitresses uncomfortably, to where the manager had to look at him and say, this establishment is for making drinks, not for flirting with customers. And this is your one warning. The next one, you will be asked to leave.
Ooh.
He paid his bill. He got up and started talking to her again.
Ooh.
The manager came around the bar and was like, "Sir, you have to leave now." She opened the door for him, let him outside, turned around. He poked his head back in to start talking to her. And the manager turned around like on her heels and like he left.
What a dick.
Then, girl, there were two 21-ish-year-old girls who came in.
Okay.
Carded them. The first one gave her card. She asked for like a double shot tequila. Gave her card. She read it. She looked at it. It passed. The other one didn't have her card because obviously she was like 19. And she's like, "I'm sorry, you both have to have cards. I can't
Both
serve
of them.
one. I can't serve one of you and then not the other." She's like, "Well, I could leave and you could serve her." And the manager just kind of shrugged at him, and they called her a C word as they were walking away. So at this point in time, the bar's pretty packed. Even for bar seating, they've got like a host to seat you, and they've got a sign that says, host will seat everyone. The people came straight to the bar, and the manager was like, "Look, you either have to go outside, or that's it. Like that's the only thing that we've got right now. We don't have any seating for you because you jumped in front of two groups of people to sit." I'm like, this poor woman has had a night.
Like, that's a lot. I mean, that's a lot of crap.
That's a lot of crap. Girl, but on a happier note and more in line with
Not
this
crap.
this podcasty. Have you been watching Ma?
I don't know what you're trying to say.
Are you not gonna get it?
Every time when you make that sound, I feel like Lady Gaga.
There you go. What's the song?
Oh, are we gonna talk about that here?
Well, have you been watching it?
I watched the first episode.
Oh, I'm already 3 in. Okay.
I've been kind of busy, so
don't lie to me and the listeners.
I mean, I have been busy. So remember, that's not a show. Doing what? You're being serious right now. So
I don't know what you
sewing,
do.
Making all my outfits, performing every weekend, in addition to my day job and my Thursday night job and the Wednesday talk show thing. Busy. Oh my God.
Hopefully your ass is getting paid.
Yes, I do get paid, but still.
Hope your ass is getting paid well.
Oh my God. Yeah, well enough, sure.
Maim.
Yes.
Speaking of mediocre earnings, did you know that we have a Patreon? Dear listeners.
I'm exiting this call.
If you go to patreon.com, Mims and Maim, you can throw somebody, "Hey, Maim."
Yes.
Did you know that we have another podcast?
What? You're kidding.
It's called baking sugar. I'm surprised you didn't know about it. We just recorded it.
I have 2 second goldfish memory.
I know, hey, Maim.
Yeah. Who are you?
Speaking of 2 second goldfish memory, did you know that we have merchandise?
Like our
Dear
listener.
listeners, if you go
Yeah.
to mimsandmaim.com, you can buy some shit, please.
Selective memory that they forget we have merchandise.
Hey, Maim,
Yeah.
do you know what I like?
So many things.
D- do you know what I like, Maim?
Oh, yes. Hold on. Let me get the cue card. You like
God,
five
this,
star
I
reviews.
don't like that joke, but I do like 5-star reviews. Dear listeners, if you would dare leave us a 5-star review, we would love it,
As opposed to hating it.
as opposed to hating it. Did I get you there, babe?
I don't know why. I don't know why. It tickled me a little bit.
I hope you're ready for me to travel down there in a month. I hope you're getting ready.
I don't think you're ready for this jelly. I don't think you're ready for this jelly. I don't think you're ready for this. Cause my body's too full of liposuction, girl.
I ain't ever had lipo.
I know.
That's where you went. I would have said
I mean,
cabbage
I was
or
just
Brussels sprouts or like jelly. I don't
jiggly,
know.
Jigglypuff.
Jello, jiggly puff.
Oh man, that's what we should start calling fat. We should just call fat Jigglypuff. Like, oh my God, I have too much Jigglypuff. I think that could catch
This
on.
is season 2, episode 20. Menace, anyone?
Future star alert episode.
So we're at a tennis court,
Yeah.
and JB is watching. And
Yeah.
there's an old man and a woman who looks vaguely familiar out there.
Very so familiar.
The lines of the like cast are going by. Bryan Cranston's in this,
Yes.
and that woman is Linda Hamilton.
Oh my gosh, we have two iconic actors,
Icons.
but they're not icons yet. They're
She's
just young, up and coming actors.
She still has that wonky eye.
Is it? I don't know about you. I felt almost uncomfortable with like the knowing that Bryan Cranston is not old in this episode, but he still looks
so old.
I was like,
it's like the
that's
Danny DeVito
disturbing.
curse, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like, I mean, it was like Benjamin Button kind of. I was like, what? It was.
Benjamin Button starts off as old and gets younger. Bryan Cranston didn't do that. He started off as old and got even older.
I don't know what he is at this point. He's just. I mean, he's still iconic. But yeah, it was just interesting because like at one point there was like a shot and I was like, dude, why do you look like
So
that? Like why?
Why is he iconic to you? Let's ask this question.
Because he was Malcolm's dad and then he was the Breaking Bad guy. Like, come on.
I didn't know if it was going to be Malcolm or if it was going to be Breaking
Oh,
Bad.
he was my favorite part of Malcolm in the Middle. Like, I didn't like the kids at all. I liked him and the mother. That was it.
Who was the mother of that?
I don't know that lady. She plays a lot of those kinds of characters. I
It's
can't
not
remember
Martha
her name.
Plimpton, is it? That was Raising Arizona, I think.
Yes, that was.
I love her. Like
I know you have loved Martha Plimpton ever since we were teenagers.
She gets me. Like she's just one of those that
the thing about Martha Plimpton, and this is I take it for what it is,
Uh-huh.
but Martha Plimpton to me it basically was every white female friend you ever had was basically another version of Martha Plimpton.
I could see that.
If you go through her career roles,
I could.
literally.
I did attract the Martha Plimptons, the Joan Cusacks, and the oh God, what is her name? Hi, I'm Shelley Duvall.
Oh boy.
I mean, am I wrong?
No,
All my
you were.
friends seem to be
It's very
one of
true.
those three.
It's very true. You were like you were like it's like the Infinity Stones of quirky girls. You just have all of them on your hands.
Never got a Zoe Deschanel, thankfully.
You're not dead yet, honey.
Hi,
There's still
I'm
time.
gonna write a song for you.
Wait a minute. We do have a Zoe Deschanel. What are you talking about? She
Who?
even looks a little bit like Zoe Deschanel.
Message me that person because I don't know who you're talking about.
What? Are you kidding me?
No, I'm
Last
not.
last name is a flower.
She is not a Zoe Deschanel. She is not.
She was back then when we were younger. Yes, she was. When we were
No,
younger, she
no.
was. Yes, she was. When we were younger, she was very much like her.
I don't know. I disagree with that.
Okay, well, you can disagree.
I agree. Let's agree to disagree.
That's the premise of our entire relationship.
But are you ready for me to come down there?
Oh, I can't wait. Neither can everyone else. People want to meet you
Oh
so
God,
much.
I'm so sorry.
You have
I,
fans here that listen to the podcast. They
I,
want to meet you in real life.
I will not live up to their expectations.
Oh, don't, please, whatever. As stupid as you are,
I'm not stupid.
I mean, like stupid smart. You know what I mean?
I'm
Like
like
stupid
stupid
smart.
smart. I'm stupid smart. I can't use a mouse, but I can. Don't you hate it with like technology, the simple technology? It's like, get off my lawn. Anyway,
Yeah, you were never
Brian,
good at you never good at fingering stuff.
Nothing. What'd you say?
Nothing.
Have you ever watched a porn? I'll leave it at that. I'm not gonna get into that. It just clicked and I'm leaving that. Let's JB's the chairwoman of this event.
Oh, okay. So she like gave him some money.
She gave him some money.
Hmm.
Brian is a tennis player named Brian.
It's a stretch.
Carol is Linda Hamilton, and they're together.
Oh, that's so nice. Oh my gosh, that means that he's John Connor's father.
You know, I have never seen Terminator movie.
Any of them?
None.
You should watch at least the first two.
It's
They
it's
really
it's
they
not
really
that
are amazing.
it's not that I haven't wanted to or opposed to it like I am with Top Gun. Um,
It's not like out of principle like Top Gun.
no, or Titanic at this point.
Wait,
Uh,
wait. You didn't see that either?
Titanic, no.
I Why did I feel like you guys saw that in school? Like I could have sworn there was like
No. We wouldn't have been able to watch it at school because that was like sophomore year. So it wouldn't have been released on video for another year after.
oh, who am I thinking about now? I don't know. Anyway,
We watched Schindler's List, Dr. Zhivago. God, World History was amazing. Some of those movies we watched. Dr. Zhivago is a great movie.
oh, I know. It is one of my favorites.
Romeo and Juliet, which I know it triggers you. Uh,
God, that movie.
oh God, what's Butch Cassidy and Sundance Kid?
Another classic.
Because my freshman teacher, English teacher, really liked Paul Newman.
Who didn't that was that age?
Yeah.
Although my mother was more of a Robert Redford lady. She liked
Ooh.
Robert Redford more.
She likes him a little skeezy.
Have you met my dad?
Yes, I did. Um, Let's
He's
see
like
here.
the best. He's like the best kind of skeezy too. It's like that perfect kind. We're like, I feel like I shouldn't trust you, but I do.
Oh, and in see, the best part was German class. We watched Cabaret.
Mm.
We watched,
Wait, they let you watch Cabaret in high school?
yeah.
Okay. Good Lord. All
She
right.
was like, she came in. There were like 10 of us in the German class. She's like, y'all cool with this? Don't tell your parents. Sure,
I
if I
think
remember
actually,
correctly.
you know what? Now that you're saying that out loud, I'm having a memory that I have long forgotten
Hmm.
that we watched a movie in French class that at some point I feel like there was like a weird moment of like comical bestiality. Um,
Oh,
like,
we also watched like a freaky like German suspense movie, the original Nosferatu. We watched
oh yeah,
some
I've seen
shit
that one.
there. Yeah,
French
it
movie,
was it was.
kid, donkey. Am I, am I just imagine? No, this is a real thing. I'll have to find it. I know
Okay.
I'm not imagining things because we were all in
Well,
class like,
so
what?
I have a story about your French teacher
Oh no.
and
So
my German teacher. I'm gonna say
okay.
this will keep going.
Let me just say this for the audience first before you go on record. So, dear listeners, our foreign language teachers, where we were from, they were women who genuinely were beyond the rural southern area that we grew up in.
Yes, yes.
And they were just doing it to, have some, have a job. And my French teacher, the very first day of class, she introduced herself and her in her description about herself, she made sure to tell us that she had just gotten divorced and was still dealing with it. That was the first day of French class.
And well, my German teacher was just great. Like
She was.
I
I liked
love my
her.
German teacher. So we were in France, in Paris in high school. I was Emily. You're welcome. And so my teacher, my German teacher, gets her passport stolen out of the hotel. So who's the first person she goes to for help to talking to people in France? The French teacher. It eventually gets to the point she gets so frustrated with the French teacher and says, "You know what? I know remedial French and I know more French than you. I will handle this myself."
Yeah. So do you remember? You'll probably remember this. So we had dear listeners, so where we grew up, there were only a few high schools and there were only a few elementary schools because we grew up in a small town. So
Yeah.
some of our friends that we had in middle school went to a different high school because
Yep.
of the way the districts were drawn.
Yep.
And we ended up running into like one of our friends, and I don't think I ever told you this, but she was talking to me about because she was taking French up there.
Okay.
And as she was talking about it, um, it was unusual because the way that she was describing their French class, it was so different than our French class. And years later now, it's all come back that I realized we had a terrible French teacher. And and the
Mm-hmm.
reason that I know that is because of what you just said. So she was telling me about how they had like conversational French all the time.
Yeah.
We never did much conversational French. It was
Yes.
all just reading and all of that. So I can read French still like a champ. I cannot speak French to people. I have to think of it as like words in my head first and then
Mm-hmm.
say it to people. But when you said it just there, I was like, because you never told me this before. And so now
Yeah.
it's all like, oh my gosh, now it all makes
Yep.
sense.
Yep.
Jeez
And my German
Louise.
teacher taught herself French years ago using records. Like, but like she knew German. Like she was fluent in German.
I'm so upset. Like, I'm so upset because just knowing that now, I'm like, geez. It all makes sense. That's all makes so much sense. Jeez Louise. Thank you for that. I
Well,
needed that closure.
there's an issue. There's an issue. Sissy is dropping out of the tournament.
Oh no, but Sissy is our biggest star.
They're in the office now. We're in the office, and Sissy and Elliot. Elliot's the old man. He's got the money. He's the Elliot Gould of the situation.
Hello, old man.
I mean, right? He offers her $1,000. She's like, my back is hurting. My ankle's hurting. How about $1,000 more? It's feeling a little bit better, but not quite good enough.
I wish life worked like this.
And Doris, the worst actress ever to be on, I will say actor. I'm not going to be gender specific. Doris, the worst actor to be on Murder, She Wrote, is here.
So far, yes. She's pretty terrible.
She is Elliot's daughter. She is worse actor than the dude from the last episode.
That is a controversial. I don't know about that.
Girl, it gets so bad later on they don't even show her face.
Oh,
and they take her out of the last scenes.
I forgot about that. That's true. That's right. I didn't even think of it like that. Because she should be the one that is.
It means what that means to me. Just throwing this out here now. It means they recorded this, watched it back. Her acting was so weird in the beginning. She looked like a killer. So they had to rewrite the end.
Oh, my gosh.
Like that scene with the pills we're going to get to.
Yeah.
She looked like she did it. Like I knew she did it from that point.
That's so funny. She was terrible. She was. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Well, Carol comes in. She's very annoyed.
Hey, Carol, what's up? You seem annoyed. What's going on?
Got a sister. She was in an airplane, but she wasn't. And she's still alive, but she's dead. Ah!
Carol, you should probably go see a therapist.
I went to a mental institution, but maybe not. Who knows? We'll see. Anyway.
It was just Poughkeepsie.
Anyway.
I went to a place. I thought it was a special place. It was just Palm Springs.
Elliot gives Sissy $5,000 to shut up.
And she does not like that, which I agree.
Carol's like, no, she signed an agreement.
That's right. Contracts mean something.
Well, it's just, business. So Carol leaves, and Carol's trouble. She took Brian, now I want her job.
Honey, do you want some water?
Have you noticed my voice is as dry as my hair?
Her hair was very
so dry.
Parched. It's parched.
She was such a Jesse Spano type too.
For the first couple of seconds, I was like, "Is this? No, it's not."
What's her name in real life?
Jesse Spano.
Yeah.
Elizabeth Berkley or something.
Thank you. Yes. It's for Sace.
I can't. Every time you say that name, it affects me every single time.
Well, that's a direct quote from that movie.
No, I know.
Okay.
But for us, it has like double meaning.
We're at the court. Not night court.
Which
court.
Is doing apparently very well in the
Have
ratings,
you watched any of it?
No.
I can't. I can't put myself through it.
I was thinking of like skipping to like maybe like episode 3
or 10.
Because I mean it's like the #1 broadcast comedy now.
Okay.
So
what does that even mean?
I mean, it means that John Larroquette still gets a paycheck, which is all I care about. That's it. That's all I care about.
Did you like The Good Place?
Yeah.
Okay.
That was good. I mean, it was, I think once it got out of its way of trying to like, keep it up. Oh, this is heaven. Once it did that and stopped and just decided to be a sitcom, it was perfect. But it was like the early part, that early part was like, Okay, guys, we get it. Just like
As long as Ted Danson always has a paycheck too, I will be thrilled.
those two. That's like
Yep. There's a buddy comedy. Hapless Ted Danson, because I like Hapless Ted Danson. I don't like
I know
Womanizer Ted Danson.
they could reboot Dear John. They could.
Just put just make it Dear John, but like now the same people, just old.
Well, no, Judd Hirsch is like very old now, so
Is
he's like
he?
Judd Hirsch.
I don't know how old he is.
He,
I
he's
thought it
like
was like
near
Ted
80, I
Danson.
think.
Is he?
Yeah. Dear John. I think he just
He
won.
is 87.
Yeah,
How
he
old
just
is
won an
Ted
Emmy, I
Danson?
believe. An Emmy he won or a Golden Globe? He just
They'll
won
just
something for
they'll
guest
just
starring.
they'll just throw those. He's 75. Yeah, they'll just throw those out to anyone, won't they?
They should do like a now they should do a straight male version of Golden Girls.
With like Judd Hirsch, Ted Danson,
Judd
John
Hirsch.
Larroquette,
Mm-hmm.
and
And
you need
Danny
someone.
DeVito.
Nah, that's too mean. That's too mean. That's too much. That his comedy clashes with everybody else's.
He would be the Sophia.
Oh, see, I was going to have Judd Hirsch be the Sophia.
No, he's too nice. Think of all the roles Judd Hirsch has ever played. He doesn't play like ever mean
That's
characters.
true. That's true. That's true. Like,
Yeah, so
did you see that they're making a History of the World Part 2?
yeah.
It's either going to be good or horrible.
Yeah.
There's going to be no in between.
I'll still watch it.
Oh, I
regardless.
will too.
No matter what. I don't care what the critics will say. I do not care. We have waited a very long time for this.
So we're at the court again.
Good Lord. It's like this whole thing revolves around tennis.
It does. And we meet, hence, Menace. Anyone? Menace tennis. Get it
Oh
now?
my gosh, I just got
We meet Harrigan.
it.
He is an Andre Agassi type.
But a worse actor than Andre Agassi.
Yeah.
But I thought it was more like John McEnroe.
Either one. Like they
Well,
both
John
got
McEnroe is the one that was known for being hot-headed.
so was Agassi. They both just yelled and screamed and threw shit.
Aw.
McEnroe was a little more violent than Agassi, but
I was-
they were both known for being assholes.
In the 90s, I had a crush on Agassi. I thought he was so cute.
With that hair,
Yeah.
that long stringy hair.
I mean, it was the 90s. What do you want me to do? Like, I don't understand why I'm supposed to like justify how I felt as a teenager at this point in my
Well,
40s.
you need to. You need
Girl,
to.
if you had to justify
your
some of the
love.
you had to justify some stuff in the 90s too. So,
Well, who will I have to justify?
Oh, I don't know, because you never actually said out loud who you thought was cute. You kept that to yourself.
You're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. Because I didn't find most people attractive.
You still
Lance
don't.
Bass. I like Lance Bass. All at 98 degrees, except for the ugly one.
That was a growing up experience when that band came out. It's like, oh, I didn't know boy bands could look like this. Okay.
And then-
Apparently I do have a type.
Yeah, the brothers and the other one, and then him.
Lord, you can lachey me all day, honey. Yes, please. Yes, little old Drew, his little tiny Drew.
I know that was mine, baby. That he was.
Mm.
But I don't remember finding a lot of people in the 80s that attractive.
Well, we wouldn't have found people in the 80s attractive. We were
90s.
still
I
kids.
don't remember like.
I'm trying to think about who the 90s hunks were now. I mean, 90s hunks. I'll look it up real quick.
Oh
Let's
God, that dude. Oh, this is so gross. The dude from that band.
see. Every millennial girl should be able to name these 90s hunks.
Okay, let's see who they've got.
Brad Pitt,
No,
Nick Carter,
no,
Bruce Willis,
no,
Christian Bale,
no.
Christian
His face-
Slater.
No, Chris Slater's face too pointy.
Um,
Chris Bell too thin.
I did like Christian Slater actually. I had a little bit of a thing for him.
He had such a pointy face.
I mean, sure, but I mean, he's still cute. Jared Leto, oh, Jordan Catalano.
Yeah.
No, when on so-called my so-called life, Jordan Catalano.
There's one. Whoa, Joey Lawrence.
Joey Lawrence.
Yeah.
You did have a type in the 90s.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, you did. Like between little mini Lachey and yeah, you had a type, girl.
The dude from Clarissa Explains It All, Sam. Yeah.
Once again, you had a 90s type.
Yeah, he
Oh my gosh, now that explains a lot.
What?
Oh, nothing, girl. I just remembered about that that little whatever that thing was that you were. Oh my gosh.
You know what?
Oh my
I was trying to figure some things out and it never worked.
Wow. Oh my god. Woo! Eddie. Okay, let's move on.
Let's move on from that.
You just put me through it just now. Whew.
I believe Maim just put 2 and 2 together.
Oh my god. Sorry.
So the Andre Agassi Tower, the Harrigan is yelling at the ref, and the ref's like, "Keep doing this. I'm gonna give the game to Bryan Cranston." He keeps doing it. He's like, "Game Bryan." And Carol goes on the court and says, "Pay or leave. If you leave, I got your ass, and you gonna have a huge ass fine to pay."
Mm-hmm. Contract.
So we go off the court, and JB's like, "Wow, this used to be a gentleman's sport." And then Mitch walks up. That guy. He's Donnie, which is Harrigan's first name. Agent.
Yes.
Carol shoos him away. It's like he used to be Mitch's or Brian's agent, but he was forging Brian's name onto checks.
Ooh.
But you didn't hear that, JB. She's like, it's very loud here.
Escandalo.
Are you still stuck on that on
No.
me and my past?
No.
Because I am now, thanks.
I moved on to Escandalo.
There just weren't any short, hot Latinos at the time on television.
I mean, there were, but we'd have to watch like Univision.
We didn't get Univision.
Yeah, exactly.
Jonathan Brandis. There's another one. He was beautiful. That man. He was he was beautiful.
I love that we were saying like, I don't remember anybody in the 90s, and you just been rattling them off.
Well, it took a minute.
Mm-hmm.
It took a minute.
Mm-hmm. Talk about an awakening, girl. Mm-hmm.
Look, let's not forget Bat Boy, our one true love.
I can't right now. I can't. It's stupid.
I've been looking for that picture since. Anyway, we're at a party. We're at a party. And Brian is very popular. He's got all the black girl in that.
Let's not
with the mushroom hair who's just bobbing up and down
like I hate this, but I'm getting paid to be extra, so yeah, I'm gonna do it.
Don't say words, girl, because they're gonna pay you extra if you say something.
They don't want to hear what she got to say no way, because it ain't gonna be cute.
So outside there's a guard walking around, and he hears a noise.
Mm-hmm.
Now we're back inside, and JB's at a photo case, and it's 4th of July. Elliot's there, and he's like, "That was the 4th of July." That's me and Doris and my dead wife. Yeah. And in the background, you can see Barb and Carol.
Oh, okay.
And then he's like,
sister.
hey, JB, want to go samba?
He's trying to do some nasty stuff to JB.
So they walk in, and Sissy is wearing a dress.
Girl.
The ruffle that goes all the way up and then matches up to the headband.
I was so into it.
Oh, it's great. It's bad, but
After
it's
I
great.
saw it too, because of the theme of the Wigwood, after I saw it, I was like, oh, dang it. I would have loved to have recreated this.
So Sissy makes a sly remark about Carol being most likely to succeed in the prom queen, to which JB's like, she was.
Yeah, don't come for her when JB's around, because JB
Nope.
gonna set you right.
Well, Carol comes in and it's like, hey, Sissy. Sisyphus.
Stupid. Hey,
Do you like those glasses? Are they comfortable?
Yeah.
I nearly bought a pair like that. Okay.
Yeah, I like him.
Okay. And so she's like, I am sorry, Sisyphus. And Sisyphus is like, I'm done here. I'm quitting. I didn't even sign the paperwork. And Carol's
What?
like, yes, you did. And Sissy's like, are you sure about it? I don't think I did.
Ooh.
Elliot gets pissed and demands the agreements now.
Yes. Right now.
Right now. So Brian's like, fine, I'll go home. It's only like 20 minutes, or I'll be back in 20 minutes. I'll do it for you. But Carol, your car's blocking mine.
Oh, that's okay. I'll just give you my keys. It's fine.
And so he leaves to go get the stuff, the files.
The stuff.
And JB and Elliot are flirting to the dance floor.
Senior moment.
I'm over here kissing Harrison. I just want you to know I'm getting all up and attacking him with my crunchy roots.
Oh, that's nice. Harrison, you're still
Harrigan,
nice, right?
Donnie, I've got him. I
It's
don't
all
have
just
any,
Harrison.
I don't have any speaking lines right now. I only have one more set a little later on, so I gotta get this in.
That's all I got.
Yeah. Kaboom!
Oh no, Brian!
Yeah, Brian's dead.
Oh no, Brian! It's like when a meth lab explodes.
Carol loses it. Everybody rushes outside. Carol loses it. It's a little bit later on, and they pan around to some like paramedics with a body bag that is just they don't know what to do with it because it's so light. Why would they even have a body bag?
I know.
Because it would have been whatever. They're like, oh, I guess they put it on the gurney, then lift off the gurney. It's very funny.
But this is just a piece for everybody. When you watch anything from the 80s, always pay attention to extras because they did terrible extra directing back then.
Uh-huh.
I see that when I watch Hunter a lot of times.
Oh,
I'm just
God, Hunter is so bad. Do you like that show?
I've been rewatching it. That's what I've been doing when I sew is like watching Hunter episodes.
God.
Because I only have to like partially pay attention to it because I mean they're all basically the same episode. So
I'm very excited on Thursday evening that again Stargate SG-1 is back on television, back on Comet Network. So I
don't get that one.
Well, it's on YouTube TV. It's got Buffy. It's got that. So it's
it's like a sci-fi network.
Yeah. So I watched 2 episodes of that trash TV. It is such trash. You know who the star is, right?
For Stargate?
Yeah.
It was MacGyver, right?
It's MacGyver. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the dude
Richard Dean Anderson.
And then the dude he was supposed to be. Well, we went to see the movie together, if I remember correctly.
Stargate? Yeah.
Yeah. I think we actually
That's
saw.
that was one of the movies we actually went to the theater to see.
Yeah.
Because it was PG-13, so.
Yeah.
And it had the guy from The Crying Game.
And James Spader. Is James Spader from Crying Game?
No. It's that actor, that one that was like the transish kind of actor, played the.
I never saw The Crying Game.
You need to watch that movie.
Anyway,
Every person should watch that movie at least once.
there's a James Spader type that they put in Stargate, but he's more
Oh.
attractive than James Spader, but
Oh.
at the same time less attractive than James Spader.
Oh.
The acting is not there, but as time progresses, he goes from like a long-haired, doofy guy to this, and he's always in a black shirt. And as time progresses in the seasons, the black shirt gets tighter and tighter and tighter, and the hair gets shorter and shorter and shorter, and the glasses disappear. Yeah,
And then
it's
he's
funny.
sexy.
Enough.
That happened on another show too. What was that show? It was on the Sci-Fi Network. Oh crap. It was one of the
Sharknado.
No, it was one of the TV shows. I went through this phase where I actually started watching the TV shows on the Sci-Fi Network. There was like a vampire in it.
The Librarians.
No, this was before the Librarians too. I'll have to look it up. There was like this period of time where on Fridays I literally watched like 2 hours of like shows on there.
I used to really like Lex. I enjoyed that show.
I never saw that one.
And Star, what was the other one?
Mm.
With the white dude, the hot buff white dude.
White dude on the Sci-Fi Network. That is
with the blue woman and the green woman.
Oh,
and
Farscape.
Farscape, thank you.
Yeah.
I
always heard about Farscape, but I never watched it.
There's another 90s hunk for you right there.
Farscape could be a potential show for us to do.
It's so long.
It was only on for like 4 seasons, I thought.
I think it's like 10 seasons long.
No, nothing on the Sci-Fi Network went that long.
It wasn't sci-fi.
I thought Farscape did come on the Sci-Fi Network.
It came on sci-fi, but it was a Canadian show.
Oh, okay. Those shows do last a very long time.
It's only 4, you're right.
Yeah, I thought it was only 4 seasons.
But it's 22 episodes, 44 to 50 minutes long.
That's about
That is
average.
a range.
That's
though.
about an average. We could just file it away in the Rolodex. The Rolodex of show ideas.
So the detective's here. He's talking to Donnie, and then he's talking to Mitch, and like he looks at Mitch and said, "Hey, did he catch you forging the checks? Is that why you offed him?"
Ooh, you got him.
And JB's walking around, rolling her eyes at these things. And the dude's name's Lieutenant Travis. He's like, "So what I do wrong?"
What do you mean?
Like,
Why are you asking me?
She's like, "Well, obviously Brian wasn't the target." And Carol walks in and says, "What had happened to Brian?" Oh.
Acting. That was beautiful. Schlosker.
Oh. So JB takes Carol home while the lieutenant goes to interview Doris, which we don't see.
No, we don't.
Are you getting it now? I know you didn't believe me at first.
It's just like I was not putting those things together. But now it's making a lot more sense, actually.
So we're at Carol's now.
Hello,
and JB's
Carol.
decided to stay with her.
Ooh,
Carol is fairly catatonic.
She is.
And she goes straight to bed. And JB suggests that she has Barb come. Barbara.
Right. Barbara? Why?
She's just come back. I don't want to deal with it.
And then
So
Jessica's
there's
like,
a phone call. There's another.
Hello.
Carol.
Who is this?
No, you're supposed to say I'm just a friend. No, she's busy. I'm just a friend. But
She's
you
busy,
ruined that. So the woman hangs up the phone.
Oh, that phone call. That dreaded phone call.
So we're
Phone's
back
actually
in-
playing. Oh, I was going to say that.
No, you go ahead. What?
Oh, I was going to
Go ahead, please.
No, you go.
Go ahead. What are you trying to say, please?
By all means, you go ahead.
No. You go ahead. Go ahead.
No, you
Mike.
go ahead. I've already forgotten what I was going to say now.
I think I've been talking over you, so you can go ahead and speak, please.
I already forgot
Hey,
what I
I
was
know.
going to say.
What are you saying there? I can't hear you.
I forgot what I was going to say because of that abruptness of you. Remember goldfish memory?
I'm so pleased with myself right now. So we're back at the tennis courts, and Elliot dedicates the games to Brian.
Because they're just going to keep on playing the games
The games must go on.
in honor of Brian.
Mm-hmm. So we're back at the office, and Carol wanted to come in today.
Well, it's good for her to stay busy.
Yeah.
You know.
So she's going to go look at the receipts, and she leaves JB and Elliot alone.
Mm-hmm.
We find out that Doris and Brian were almost engaged
Whoa, that's
before
new.
Carol came on the scene.
There is a lot of cross-contamination going on in these relationships.
JB's like, well, why didn't you just get Barbara to stay with her? Barbara's dead.
Wait,
So she showed up on the 4th out of her goddamn mind on some sort of smack.
but I thought that
And then she got on an aeroplane
okay.
and died.
But didn't Carol say that she was back?
We'll deal with that in a minute.
Oh,
Or we
all right.
won't. We'll see. So we're back at the tennis courts, and JB goes up to Carol's like, "I'd like to get a sandwich. I'm famished. Let's do lunch." Well, she does.
Your JB is spot on, by the way. Spot on.
I know, dear. Slowly turns into Mrs. Doubtfire.
It always does.
Yes, dear. So JB's like, I know Barb was killed. Why did you hide that from me? I'm so sorry. And Carol's like, no, I just saw her a few days ago. She's good.
But what?
Yeah.
That's a okay. Poor Jessica at this point. She's actually genuinely looking like
What the
something.
fuck?
Yeah, something's off. Something's very off, and I can't figure this out.
So we're at the precinct,
Yes.
and the lieutenant's like, July 5th, here, everyone died. JB's like, well, that could be an error. If you don't believe it, go to this address. So she drives, and it's to a grave site.
Wow.
No headstone, and it's not kept up, but this is Barbara McDermott's grave site.
Wow.
Well, now we pan to Carol's house at night. The detective rings the doorbell.
Okay.
He walks in.
Okay.
He's looking around. Carol, are you here? Carol. And then a woman's arm stabs him.
Oh no.
Oh, yeah.
This is our first police death on Murder, She Wrote.
Later, JB comes in
Mm-hmm.
to see Carol. Opens the door. Carol's in the corner. Good job, Linda Hamilton, crying this much.
Chewing on the scenery.
This is some crying. This is like that scene in that movie.
This is that I may get a Emmy nomination for guest appearance.
What's the movie where oh God, what is her name? Shirley MacLaine goes crazy in the hospital office room.
Terms of Endearment.
There you go. This is that level crying.
Dear listeners, that's the role that I serve on this show, just so you know. That's the role. That's it.
But to figure out my crazy.
Your vague references.
There's one person in this world that I haven't met who can speak my crazy from just wherever I say the place with the thing. There's one person I've ever met who can do that. You're not it.
Oh, I know. I
I
need a couple more context clues.
Yeah, I know. And most people do. One person, I'm like, how do you speak my crazy? And that is, I feel sorry for your brain.
Yeah, me too.
Like,
It's not a fun place to be.
no, it's not. um,
Dude.
Well, the detective's dead.
That is an unexpected turn.
Carol, who did it? Barbara. Uh,
Poor Jessica.
well,
I will say this episode is maybe it's fun to watch Jessica get perplexed because she hasn't really
uh-huh.
gotten perplexed yet that much. So it was actually nice this episode because she genuinely at times looks like what is literally going on here, which, it's perfect.
Well, we're back at the precinct,
Okay.
and there's a
All right.
lead. And we find out Carol is in the hospital sedated. We find out later on she didn't have a guard or anything there, but she was just,
Sedated.
we got your suspect. She's a suspect. There's no guard. She's not. She's just sedated. Whatever. We're back at the courts, and Sissy asked JB if Carol was responsible, and JB's like, no, 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 no. But Sissy, did you know Barb? Nah, never met her.
Oh, okay. That sounds plausible.
So we're back at the office. We're at Doris's office. Dottie, you're good to take Brian's place, right? Yeah. Great. Here's some cash.
Oh, thanks again. You guys just love giving out cash.
So I'm in here taking Carol's job while she's out.
Yeah, now she's taking down some dictation.
And I'm very nervous. Let me take 20 of these horse tranquilizers that I got. This jar of horse tranquilizers.
I mean, it's the 80s.
It is. Hello.
I got those from what's this the Dr. Cosby. Sorry. I'm sorry.
It's a thing in the breath in your ear.
Normally they're snuck into my pudding pops, but
Funny story. Elliot does Cosby Carol later. Anyway.
That's true.
It does.
Oh,
So I saw Barb once. I heard them fighting at their house. I didn't even go into the house. I need to pick up some papers, but this was only like a month ago. So it wasn't years ago. She's still I don't maybe she was talking to herself. I think she could be talking to herself. Don't you think she could be talking to herself?
okay. I mean, it all seems very very unusual.
So we're back at the awards, and JB's talking to Elliot about the awards. He's going to have one for Brian put in there. And JB asks about Barb, and apparently Carol nearly went broke taking care of her.
Wow.
And Barb went to a hospital, and so JB decides to go to this hospital to figure it out. Right?
Smart.
So we meet Rosie, and Rosie is a writer too.
Oh, hi, girl.
Rosie's writing a book about outer space where she's from.
Oh,
We
all
find
right.
out that it wasn't Barb who was treated in this hospital. It was Carol.
Stop it.
I'm stopped. So we're back at the precinct. And who should appear but orange blushed Barbara?
Oh my gosh. I was expecting Maury Amsterdam.
Did you nobody knows who that is either?
Sorry.
Did you notice just how much orange blush she was wearing?
I love 80s blush so much.
Like, my God.
It's like just when you think you've done too much, double it.
So we find out, I mean, that's my rule in drag. We hear Barbara's story. Okay. Barbara got into it with Carol and left. Took her car and left.
Wow.
She picked up a hitchhiker and was robbed with a switchblade.
Oh my gosh.
The hitchhiker used her ID to get on the plane because it was the 80s and died in the plane crash. You didn't even need an ID to get on the plane. I don't know what I'm talking about.
No. Well, no, they used her ID to ID her body.
Yes.
Yeah. That's
And so she started over, made her way to Seattle, drank more, but figured it all out. She joined a group that helps with that kind of stuff.
Sounds like a cult. Sounds like a cult.
Hopefully it was a Scientologists. I don't know if you know this or not, but Scientologists do have like their own version of AA and Al-Anon.
I didn't know that.
Yes. It's very effective, but it's also full of Scientology. So you have to be careful which one you join.
Got it. It's like rabies, just full of it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So she the phone call was Barb that night because she heard about Brian's death. She was calling to check up on her.
Wow.
And she thought that JB was Carol just being spooky.
Because, that's how her sister is.
Alert. Carol's left the hospital.
Oh, no. But she's crazy.
It's sedated. Like, what? Gavin Rossdale. There's another one from the 90s. He was pretty.
He was pretty. He was.
And the dude from not Nickel Creed. The dude from Creed.
Are you being serious right now?
Eyes wide open. Yeah,
no,
I am.
No.
I am. He did it for me.
No.
He did it for me.
No.
Anthony Kiedis, do you ever do it for you?
Yes.
Okay. Sometimes. It depends on his face.
Under the bridge, the slow motion run. Yep.
Oh, yeah.
That's all it took for me. I was like, I already liked them before then, and then that was just like, oh, that's an awakening.
So we rush. JB and the lieutenant rush over to the.
It's a
Carol's
race against
house.
time now. Race against time.
And the house is destroyed. There's pictures ripped up. There's Maim's orange wig on the ground.
That's usually where it's at.
They found dynamite in the kitchen.
That's also in my house.
How the hell do people just buy dynamite? I don't know, but they did. Like, it is a stick of like
the Acme Dynamite Company. It's the Acme Dynamite Company. You all know about that. They're in New Jersey.
So he's like, the lieutenant's like, well, we're going to go pick up Carol because she obviously did it and she's a danger. And JB's like, no, she's not the danger.
What?
But I know who is. So JB rushes to the racket club. Harris and Mitch are having a lot of fun. They're drinking. And she's like, have you seen Carol? I need to find Carol.
Oh.
And they're like, no, but
talking to the ladies, by the way.
Yeah. She goes to Elliot's office and she's like, you took away the photo, Elliot. JB's like, you took away the photo. What are you talking about? The photo of everybody that proved that Doris lied. She'd met Barbara before that night.
But what do you mean? I don't know.
And you were misleading me. You trashed the house. You planted the wig. You planted the dynamite.
Oh no.
And she's like, where is Carol? Where's Carol? And Donnie comes in and's like, hey, the guard told the policeman that you and Carol came in earlier. So JB rushes over to the Carol's office, finds her on all the horse tranquilizers, passed out on the couch.
All of them.
Yeah. So what happened was Elliot found the dynamite.
Oh, jeez.
Found dynamite. Went up to Doris and was like, what is this? And she admitted to everything. It broke her. It just, seeing Carol destroyed her. And Doris is at home sedated, which is why she couldn't act in these last 4 scenes. I mean, like, if you watch the
scenes, you're right.
If you watch the recap of her, she's cut off here, like at below chest. You get arm, you get nothing else. It is not the same actress. I don't think they paid her enough. I think it was supposed to have a different ending, but they hated it because she was like, I think it was supposed to be Elliot to begin with.
Yeah.
Whatever. Well, we're at Carol's. We go to Carol's office, and Carol thanks JB. Do 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 do
You're so tired.
Hey, Maim.
Yeah. Yeah.
Did you enjoy this episode?
I did. It was ridiculous.
It was ridiculous.
It was it was one of those ones that's very 80s. Like
It is.
all of the little whistles and bells about the culture
Yep.
back then. Yep. Yeah,
Hey, babe.
and yeah, she was a terrible actress. Now that you've said that, I'm
Yep.
like, oh wait, she was actually quite bad.
Horrible. Why don't you tell our dear listeners where they can find you?
Oh, hello, dear listeners. So it's me, your Auntie Maim, your favorite relation. You can find me on social media at Auntie Maims with an S. You can find me in real life performing all over South Florida. The Villain Theater is where I perform improvised comedy and stand-up. More about them at villaintheater.com. The Amazing Colossal Karaoke Show at Kill Your Idol in South Beach. And the Black Market, which is a bi-monthly festival that we do here that I host. You can find out more about them at Black Market MIA. And lastly, hosting the It's Happening Out with a panel of other queer folks from the community. Find out more about them at It's Happening Out on YouTube and different social media. How about you, Mims?
Hey, y'all. I'm the Divine Miss Mims. You can find me online at Divine Miss Mims. Hey, Maim.
Yes.
Did you know we have Patreon?
What? Yeah.
If you go to
yes.
patreon.com, Mims and Maim, you can throw some money, hey, Maim.
Yeah.
Did you know we have another podcast?
Do tell.
It's called Baking Sugar. It's a Designing Women podcast. Hey, Maim.
Yes.
Did you know we have merchandise?
Yeah.
And don't worry about it. Go to mimsmaim.com. Hey, Maim.
Yeah.
Do you know what I like?
5-star reviews.
5-star reviews. Dear listeners, I've got a lot of gas right now, so I'm trying to rush through this. And also, I like 5-star reviews. A lot. Hey, Maim.
Yes.
Do you have anything else to add?
No.
Then watch say goodnight, Maim.
Good night, babe.
Bye, y'all.